All right, so I got this new frame here. I built it up. It was so this has nothing to do with the build, but I was having some problems, man, because this is my first time messing with R9 FR Sky R9 system. You can see I have it right here on the back of my X9 Lite. So this was my first time messing with R9. People keep telling me to try it out, so I was like, all right, screw it. It was cheap. Like I said before, it was 25 bucks for the module, 70 bucks for the radio. The receivers are like 30 bucks, or no, they're actually like 25. So, you know, it's much cheaper than Crossfire. And I've flown Crossfire plenty. I love Crossfire. I couldn't really tell a difference between the two once I flew this one. But anyway, we'll get to that. So I was having huge problems with the video. So first I'll go through the parts. This is a Maximus FPV bite size V2. I've shown the bite size before. This is the V2. So before he had the camera going on top of the stack. Now the camera mounting is completely separate from the stack, as you can see there. So that's pretty nice. I was worried about, so there's 3 different types of mounts that you get with the frame kit, which is awesome. I mean, you get a ton of stuff with this thing, and it's so awesome. I love the arm protectors. You gotta have those arm protectors. I chose to get a light blue paint around the edges, which made it look really nice. Those arm protectors are so nice though. And this is a different kind of mount. He's never had this before. This is for a Runcam Nano 2 or Runcam Nano Racer, which is what's in here now, or a EOS 2. And then the back there's like a little tray for your Unify Pro 32 Nano, which I have in there. I just kind of set it in there because I've been messing with this thing for a full day now, just trying to figure out what the hell was going on, because I built it all up and then I turned on my screen here and the video looked perfect, and I go and turn on the radio. The second the radio turned on, I started getting these big old thick black lines across the video, and I'm like, what the hell? And then as soon as I turn the radio back off, it goes away and it's crystal clear. So I thought for sure 100% it's got to be the R9 messing with the video. And I'm like, how is that possible? The receiver system is 900 megahertz and the video is 5.8 gigahertz, so they shouldn't mess with each other at all, you know. And I've never seen that on any other quad either, so I didn't know what the hell was going on, but I did figure out that it was that. But the thing is I was using, I don't know where it's at right now, but I was using the iFlight. This is the iFlight stack, the 16x16 one, 12 amp ESC 2 to 4S. I was using the stock VTX that comes with that, and that's when it was doing that. Then I swapped it out for the Pro 32, and it didn't do it as bad. And this was back when I had the receiver up here where the VTX is and the VTX down here. So I tore the whole thing down and rebuilt it again with the receiver down here and the VTX up here. And now I think it's all gone. I just got done flying it a little bit. It was just my first flight, just a real quick one outside. I'll show that right now. It was just a quick flight because I didn't even have my OSD set up the first time. Then I brought it back in and had to move the OSD up because I did set the camera. This is the Runcam Racer Nano, so you can change the settings on it with this little plug right here. So I changed it to 16.9, and when I did that, it chopped off the OSD. So I had to slide those up in Betaflight. And then I had the OSD, and then I went and flew it again, but then by then my battery was almost dead, so I couldn't really do any crazy tricks or anything. But this thing has awesome power. I have the Airblade 1103 10,000 kV motors and some these are the Cyclone 2035 four-blade props. Really nice props. I like these props. So overall, this thing is badass. I like it. I didn't want this video to be about my video problems. It's more of a video showing this badass frame that just came out. Let me grab the other mounts. So he has two other camera mounts, and they're both for all-in-ones, which is originally what the first bite size would only fit, was an all-in-one, mainly the 14 millimeter wide ones. But he has these other mounts now because he knows that people want to use other things, you know. So there's a wider one, and this is the regular sized one, 14 millimeter. You got the holes for the antenna tubes, which is great. Oh, there's 3 holes here. I'm not sure what this one. It's probably just wherever you want to put your antennas, I guess, if you just have one antenna or one on each side. But for your receiver. But anyway, there's the regular one. That's the 14 millimeter wide one. And then this one is like, I want to say 20 millimeters. Let's see if my battery's not all the way dead on this. Yeah, it's pretty much 20 millimeters. Let me see. Yeah, it's for a 20 millimeter wide camera, which would be like the Eachine TX03 or the AKK all-in-one 200 milliwatt with the smart audio. That would be a good choice for this. Let me measure how wide it is, just so you'll have an idea in case you want to order a camera when you order the frame and not wait until the frame comes. You got about 8 millimeters wide by 20. So that's nice. It's always good to have options. That's what I always say. You also have this to hold your battery if you want. And it does have the little thing sticking on the sides, so you can use rubber bands or this, or it also comes with this, which holds my favorite battery, the 452S. It's actually really tight in here. If you just do a little wiggle back and forth while you're pushing, it'll stop where you want it to. So yeah, there's no way that's coming out. I mean, it would be I wouldn't believe it if somebody said they crashed and the battery flew out. Like I said, the iFlight stack, it's just the 4-in-1 and the flight controller on there, and then the R9MM on top of that right there. Runcam Racer Nano, Unify Pro 32 Nano, TBS Triumph Pro, a little buzzer, plug to change your settings, Airblade 1103 10,000 kV, and Cyclone 2035. And that's it. It flies pretty good. I mean, my very first flight, it was doing a little bit of shaking on fast turns. So I tuned that a little bit, and it got a little bit better on the second flight, and that's as far as I've gotten on it, because I was about to go mow the lawn, and then I was like, I'd rather fly. So, but I think I'll do both, because I just got done doing the dishes and taking care of my daughter. Then I'm going to mow the lawn and then go fly. But I flew first. Actually, I did the dishes first, then I flew. Now I'm going to mow, and then I'm going to fly some more. All right. Somebody told me that this stock antenna that came with the R9M Lite is too long, like it's not the right length, and that was why I was getting problems in my video. It does look a little bit long, but I don't know for sure. I would have to do some Googling to know exactly how long it's supposed to be for 900 megahertz. Or is it 915 megahertz, or is it 868? I'm not sure. I'm pretty sure you can't change them in this module. I know you can change them like in Crossfire and stuff, but I don't know a ton about R9, so. But obviously, well, shit, I still don't know really. I mean, if you look at the video of when I just flew, the DVR, tell me if you see interference that would be from a receiver interfering with the video. I mean, I swear to God, when I was using that iFlight VTX and I turned the radio on, the video would go almost all the way out. I mean, you could not see at all. You would think that there was something wrong with the VTX or something, because you could not pick up a channel at all. I mean, you could just barely lightly see something. And then when I switched it to the Pro 32 VTX, and then when I turned on the radio, I would just get those thick black lines going across. And then when I rearranged everything, now it's even less with the black lines. I didn't really see them at all when I was flying, so I guess it fixed itself, or I fixed it without knowing it. So, all right.